Hello friends and welcome or welcome back to my channel. Today I wanted to do something a little bit different. It's mainly a Spain haul, but for once it's not about books. It's about kind of recent purchases or things that I've been enjoying in my life recently. I used to love those videos from creators when they shared their kind of quarterly favorites or just like seasonal favorites. Usually were just like pieces of clothing or just like skincare, food, I don't know, just like the random things that they were enjoying at the time that were not books. But I don't really see those videos happening ever again and I kind of miss them. So I thought I would do a quick, sweet one with just recent purchases and stuff that have been bringing me joy. So to start with, I have a few pieces of clothing that I've purchased in Spain, including this shirt, which I'm loving, with the toucan birds. It's a shirt that I found in a lovely little kind of vintage clothes store, just walking around in Zaragoza. And so I came in, they had beautiful dresses, and I found this shirt that I'm really enjoying. Then in Calpe on vacation, I found this t-shirt which says, read books, be kind, stay weird, and I think that could probably be my life motto. It really summarizes a lot of my life quite a bit, so I felt like I had to purchase it. And in Spain, they tend to have a lot of those kind of funny t-shirt stores, and so there is one in Calpe, there is one in Zaragoza as well, and many other places, and this one was perfect for me. And then in Altea, close to Calpe, I found this shirt with colibri birds, which I do love those type of birds, but we don't have them in Europe, which makes me really sad. So I was really happy to find this shirt that I can wear on top of just like a sleeveless shirt or something. I think it's quite fun. I used to wear a lot of very colorful clothes, but over the years, I kind of stopped doing a lot of clothes shopping. It's something I do really seldomly now. And because of just like putting on weight and stuff like that, I've also gravitated toward more just comfortable clothing, kind of easier things to pair together and stuff. So my wardrobe has become a bit boring and bland. And so I'm starting to keep an eye out when I see kind of fun pieces like that bring me joy and kind of reincorporate some color and fun into my wardrobe. In that vein, I also for many years stopped wearing earrings or just like wearing them very rarely. And I don't really have fun earrings anymore, and I think that would be a great complement again with my kind of bland wardrobe. I think that could really be an outfit highlight, something that kind of spices things up a little bit. So I found some really cool earrings again in Spain. I think they're really pretty. They're really light as well, which is really nice. When we came back from Calpe, we spent a night in Zaragoza and we randomly stumbled upon a medieval market, which was incredible. I was on YouTube hiatus. I didn't film anything, I'm sorry, but it was gorgeous, really fun, many stalls and just like little shops and stuff. So I also bought this pair of earrings, which I think are really fun. And then I got those metal ones, which are a bit more just like fancy, I would say, but really pretty. Kind of a book, but not really a book. I got Murdoku, which is a mix of kind of Cluedo and Sudoku. It's just like kind of little murder mysteries in the shape of a Sudoku, kind of. It's really fun, pretty easy. It's in Spanish, so it's good practice for my language abilities. I did a good dozen of them already and enjoying it so far. And then my final find in Spain is this gorgeous whale. I love it so much. I think it's so pretty. And yeah, it's from a local artist in Altea, which is a little town next to Calpe in Spain. And I saw it in the shop window and was immediately drawn to it. I think it's absolutely stunning and I'm gonna hang it in my office for some decoration. And then a couple of things that are not from Spain. I just want to give a shout out to Melanie from A Dark Corner of the Library. She sent me a bunch of absolutely stunning books for my birthday, and she also included this little frog in the package. I think he's absolutely adorable. He has a cape, but you can take it off. And then he has this lovely little message that says, "Never forget how magical and absolutely riveting you are. You are totally awesome." This is really sweet. I also have the pickle, if it will focus. This was a gift from my sister for a birthday, I think a couple of years ago, because I do love pickles. And Melanie also loves kind of that collection of crochet animals, so we have that in common. And I think the frog was a perfect choice because when I was a kid I used to collect frogs after we found a little green frog in our kitchen. And like we created her a whole terrarium, and in the end we released her in a lake nearby, but she was my pet for a few days or weeks, I don't remember how long. And so I started collecting frogs, but I ended up getting rid of everything, so I don't really have frogs anymore. But now I have him, and I also have, I don't know if it's a frog or toad in our backyard, who is super loud. He sings a lot. He's a new visitor in our backyard, but yeah, I call him Herbert. I think I talked about him in another video, but maybe it's not out yet. So those are the things that I acquired recently. Also, this is not a physical product, but I signed up a few months ago for the Whimsy Forge, which is kind of a community platform with some training programs, and it's really cool. I really enjoy it because you have different programs and you kind of train like your fantasy heroine. And so right now I'm doing the Valkyrie challenge, and before I was... Can you hear him? Can you hear Herbert? So before I was doing the Dragon Rider challenge, and so that's how I started picking up swords. So that's also a recent purchase that I really I'm really excited about. I really enjoy. I have those kind of practice swords, and so it's also a recent purchase that was worth every penny. So this was a really short video, but I thought I would share some things that have been bringing me excitement and joy recently. Let me know in the comments what's a recent purchase that added something positive to your life. And as always, thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you in the next one. Bye bye.